Well, hello and welcome to Derbyshire, to Middleton top. Just left the visitor centre. Yeah, I'm parked up there, just walking down the first incline. Now, I did make a short about this little walk down to Cromford, like Matlock and that. And someone asked, "Oh, have you got a video on this?" I said, "Actually, no." I should definitely make one. I said, well, here I am now, in that process. It's not the best of weather. You just probably see me putting my waterproof on because I was just getting a few clips at the top. And I thought, yeah, it's going to rain. And then, yeah, just at the end, started to spit. Nothing too horrendous at the minute. But should be a good day all the same. This is one of my favourite walks, been coming here since I was little. And when you get a little bit fed up of walking the same local trails near your house, this is one of my go-to places. Pretty much on my doorstep, not much more than half an hour away. And beautiful scenery. Yeah, fantastic. So the next stop will be, Black Rocks, I think. Let's get down this incline and get to the rocks. Right, that's the bottom of the incline. As you may have seen a little bit of the footage in the intro of the railway model, one wagon goes up, one comes down. The building at the top with the two boilers and the big chimney, that's the pump house, which would have been connected to this. So, I think they use the counter weighted, so when one drags up, it pulls the other one down, and yeah, they work together. Old technology. This is about all that remains of the bottom section. Probably just make out the wheel, or definitely in the previous clip, the wheel pit. Yeah, fantastic. Raining faster now though. Gonna get wet. So much history along this section of the High Peak Trail. I believe the main, or possibly the only purpose of this railway was to service the stone quarries, and this is almost certainly a loading area. There's a bit of a incline just here, and you've got a higher point opposite them two. Can't think what you'd call them. Just like dolly trolleys, I suppose, but for the railway. Yeah, to load the stone on here. Fantastic. There's even some old bits of line. Not sure they're actually in situ where they would have been. But yeah, fantastic. Love all this stuff. Let's keep going. So just back there is the National Stone Centre. I've been there a few times as well, but we're not going to hop into there today. But yeah, so a cool little place. There's little areas you can take your kids for, like panning for. I mean, it's all put in there. But there's like a big sand pit, and they put little bits of stone and fool's gold perhaps in there, and you can take a scoop out into your little like sieve and pan for nice looking stones. It's pretty cool. And in the main visitor centre, it's like a big gift shop and a cafe as well. So yeah, get a coffee, cake, and buy a few little trinkets. The steeple gauge light railway, which also I've been on. Yeah, I've been here quite a lot, as you can probably getting to know. If I can find any clips of that, I'll put a clip in now. Yeah, it's a little cool ride, that is. It's supposed to be, I think they said, one of the longest or the steepest still working section of that scale railway. That's still in action, and it's all volunteers, and they are working to extend it all the way back to that stone centre. Now, whether they've got that far yet, I don't know, but that was their plan when I last went on it. All volunteers, and fair play to them. Hi. Well, this is the Blight Rocks like visitor centre and car park, picnic benches. I'm stood now in the ruins of what was most likely something railway related to this line, but without finding the board I can't honestly remember what it's the remains of. But yeah, I'm pretty certain it will be railway related, and if you do know, stick it in the comments below. Let's head to the rocks now, catch some of that awesome view in the rain. Can't beat it. There we are, Black Rocks. Let's get to the top. Right. I think in the dry I've been up that way. I don't fancy that today. We'll go around the trees up to the top. Fantastic. Yeah, what a cool place. Shame about the graffiti. Yeah, what an awesome spot. Shame about some of the like graffiti. It is what it is, I suppose. Let's see if we can get any more angles. Right, back at the bottom now. Next stop, Peak Junction, and then down the canal into Cromford. Quite an impressive chasm down there, which the phone does no justice to at all. And we've also had a bit of a collapsed tree. It's taken the fence out. As you can see here, it looks like they've already been to it to chop some of the branches. Yeah, and that's come from just up here. Look, if you can just about make that out. So we've just got to the next incline. This is a sheep pasture engine house, which would have controlled the next set of pulleys to bring the wagons up to this section. So we'll look inside. Let's go to GoPro mode. Well, obviously, this one isn't functioning anymore because it's just an empty shell. But yeah, no doubt there would have been some boilers somewhere. There was some water feed to it from somewhere. Yeah, from up top, up here. Yeah, I think I read somewhere you might just be able to make out that hole there. Let me zoom in because my screen's wet. Yeah, some kind of feed drawn from the moors, I think, if memory serves me rightly. Or maybe we'll find a board somewhere to give us a bit more information on that. But you can see here where the chains would have run through the ground to get the wagons up and down this incline. Which is another steep one, which my phone does totally no justice to at all. It's one of them, if you know, you know. If you've been here, you'll know how steep this is. Ooh, come on, Molly. Let's get down it to the Peak Junction. So, a bit more history here. I'm not actually sure what these were for. Now, I do remember reading somewhere that this incline's too long, really. So they had to section it in the middle somewhere to give like a second engine house or like a backup boost section. Which I don't think this is it, because I think that's a little bit further down. It's like some kind of, can't see it now in the trees, like some kind of like pulley system, but there's no board other than danger, keep out. Yeah, I don't think this is the second boost section. I just thought I'd get that on film for you if you've not been this way, and if I do, like I said previously, find any info on it, I will let you know. Keep going. So it seems I did remember correctly. This here is the former site of the second engine house. Yeah, it says this incline was too long on its own, so they had to build a second engine house. Built in 1829. Let's go check this board out. Well, just learnt something else off that board I didn't know before. Possibly did, but I forgot. But it says when they swapped from chains to like wire rope, the wire rope was much more efficient. So then from 1857 onwards, they didn't need this Cromford engine house, and the sheep pasture one was enough on its own then. So yeah, the efficiency of the wire rope saved them one of them places. Well, here's another cool zone, the catch pit. Really steep incline, which at the bottom of is the old engineer's shed. And I think they'd probably had at least one accident before they decided that they need a point section here where if a chain did snap, which I think they were possibly quite prone to doing, yeah, it's just a runaway wagon, either empty or weighted down with quarry stone, which you do not want hurtling at your engineer shed while you're busy fettling away. Not ideal. So the catch pit was born, and just as you've seen, there is the remains of a wagon in there. Not sure how authentic that is. It's entirely possible that's the last one to have ever crashed in there, and there it stayed. Or it's also entirely possible it was put there for tourist purposes. Right, we're just going to pass under the A6 now to Peak Junction, where the engineer's shed is. Here's the other end of the pulley system. So this is the old engineer's workshop. Some kind of old, maybe a braking wagons, and a water tower. Never noticed this window open before. Here we go, look at that. Old tools and all sorts in there. Fantastic. Yeah. Gotta be a break-in, guard van, whatever. Keep you warm up. Stove. Awesome. Well, this is fantastic. I don't know if this is recently open to the public, or if I've just walked straight through back to the canal and never just noticed this bit open before. I mean, I've seen the calf in operation and people sat outside, but I've never noticed that you can come in here. This is fantastic. Incredible, real insight. Just filled with old tools, sleepers, and you've got like the engineer's pit and everything. Incredible. Photos from, well, the 1800s, no doubt. Furnaces, forges, yeah, everything. Cartwheels that were found in the canal when it was dredged. I mean, insane. Fantastic. It's worth coming out in the rain after all, you see. Right, let's head onto the canal. So, here we are, following the Cromford Canal into Cromford. It always reminds me, like the colour of used dishwater. Like, everyone's been washing their pots in there. I'm not honestly sure why it is that colour, to be honest. There's parts of the Erewash Canal near me that are basically gin clear in places, or even the places that aren't clear, it's more of a browny sort of colour, perhaps maybe green, but not this kind of like a blue-grey. Unusual. I don't know if it's anything to do with the runoffs from these places. I'm not entirely sure. Absolutely love canals and railways and the industrial heritage. Find it all very fascinating, and yeah, they make for very pleasant and beautiful walks as well, even in this weather. Fantastic. We're coming to the end now of this section of the canal. There's like a cool boat workshop-y sort of area. Can't remember what it used to be now. But yeah, there's a big little turning space here. Like a bit of a shelter. The boat, it's like almost a bit of a dock, I guess, really. But I think this is the end of this section of canal. Yeah, I'm not sure where that tunnel goes. Maybe that carries on somewhere. Yeah, and these buildings were definitely canal-related workshops. Probably the boat versions of the engineers' workshops at Peak Junction. And all the ducks, run ducks. Yeah, here's the building. These are like the cool little sections, no doubt you'd park in here, and I think in here would be some kind of dry dock, maybe for repainting the bottoms, or repainting the hull, not the bottoms. Yeah, that's a whole nother subject. Yeah, repair shop, investigate the board. Cromford Mills, Canal Wharf. So I'm guessing that's the little tunnel. So Arkwright family boathouse. Awesome. Oh, a weigh bridge. Ah, so you went in there to weigh your vessel, and then you probably get charged depending how much weight you was carrying. So, this is Cromford now. The next stop is going to be the old Arkwright. Yeah, I think it's the old Arkwright Mills next. We'll take a little wander through there. And after that, into Matlock. Well, Matlock Bath. Here we are, Cromford Mills. Let's head in. You got the visitor shop. Not going to go in because I'm all not sure if dogs are allowed in. We're just going to kind of fly through this place really, but yeah, I just wanted to give you a show around. Well, unfortunately, it seems today possibly isn't the best day. Some kind of restoration work or repair work going on. So normally you can get right down to the end, just up there. Yeah, that all seems to be closed off. There's at least 2 school trips. Yeah, well, cool place. Definitely worth a visit if you're interested in any of this industrial heritage. You can see there would have been a chute there, almost certainly a water wheel there, and that would have carried on into that section. Well, it's unfortunate I couldn't show you as much as I would have liked to have done. So we're going to hit the road now, carry on into Matlock Bath. So just coming into Matlock Bath now, and we've got the Matlock Mills here. Until relatively recently there was a bit of a shopping centre on at least 2 or 3 of the levels. Yeah, but they seem to have closed. But the museum still seems to be open, which I haven't been in since I was a kid. I think I did a school trip to Cromford and the Matlock Mills at primary school, which is more years ago than I care to remember. Let's keep going. So Richard Arkwright. So you might just be able to make out the weir, and it's a little overgrown at the minute with it being this time of year, but you can just make out the sectioned off canal that would have gone to the mill. When I've been here more autumn winter time, you can actually make that little canal section out, but yeah, you can't really see it now. It's really overgrown, obviously, with it being summer. Plus we've had baking heat followed by rain, which is like everything's just growing insane at the minute. Well, we're stood next to the fish pond, mining museum just behind it. Matlock Bath, if you can hear me, with all the traffic. The mecca of the motorcycle world in Derbyshire. Ooh, pick Molly up. Well, grab a lead. Yeah, not the best weather for it, but still better to be out than in. Well, I'm probably going to get something to eat now. So this is going to be the end of the video. Obviously, I've still got to walk back yet, but it'll just be the same journey in reverse, so you don't want to see that again. or maybe you do. But this is it, the end. If you managed to get this far through this rain-sodden video, thank you very much. Thanks to everyone for liking, commenting and subscribing to the channel. Until next time, goodbye.